Hello? What's poppin'? It's your boy D.W.G. Again, we're back. So yeah, my Elgato cut out once again. But I knew it was going to happen because right before it cut out, like I'm gonna say a minute before, my audio desynced, which is always a sign that it's about to crash. So what was I saying? Yeah. It really felt like a downgraded version of the Aether Foundation. And that's the problem with both Chairman Rose and Team Flare, right? When there is a comparison that can be made, right, between two different foundations, and one clearly does it better, it just makes the newer, it makes it look sloppier. It just does. It just makes it look sloppy. Because Rose has nothing on, what's her name? Lucina? Rose has nothing on Lucina, whatever the fuck that bitch's name was. Hold on. Lucamine. Just like, I don't remember the leader of Team Flare's name. Whoever his name, he doesn't have anything on Cyrus. Lysandre? Yeah. It's just, when there are people you could compare them to, and the prior clearly did it better, alright, it's just, it kind of falls flat. And it's a shame, because like, I personally feel that Sword and Shield has the best story. Alright. The story is much more enjoyable than his fucking Sun and Moon. And it's slightly better than X and Y. So that it leaves them, what's the word? Overshadowed. Hell, technically speaking, even Team Yale is just a whacker version of Team Skull, if you think about it. They both only really use dark or poison types. They were both roughhousers, loud, obnoxious bastards. The only difference was Team Skull was a whole gang, and Team Yell was a bunch of ravenous fans. So the villains are honestly just unforgettable. No, forgettable. That's what they are. Completely forgettable. As for Dynamaxing and all that shit, yeah, honestly, the way I feel about Dynamaxing the same way I feel about Z moves. And that's just Mega Evolutions are 1,000 times better. They just are. It's 1,000 times better. You can Mega Evolve whenever you want. Alright. Because you have the Mega Evolution Stone. You know what I'm saying? As to our Dynamax, you can only Dynamax in specific situations. And then with Z moves, you have to do this whole weird ass dance that isn't nearly as interesting as actually seeing a Pokemon take a new form. Like, Gigantamaxing is dope, right? However, they could have just made all the Gigantamaxing forms Mega Evolutions. Yeah, nothing would have changed. You know what I'm saying? This was like one of those gimmicks that, just like Z moves, are going to be forgotten in the next iteration. Alright. For Mega Evolutions to come back. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like it's going to happen. So I would have much rather just got Mega Evolutions and just like straight. Alright, but I get it. It's had more to do with the story and all that, and that's why he went this way, and that's perfectly fine. Alright, perfectly fine. I completely accept and agree with the terms of service. Alright. However, Mega Evolving's just better. Alright? It just is. So, now I would feel different if we could Mega Evolve every battle. I mean, no. If we could Gigantamax or Dynamax every battle. Alright? But we can't. It's situational. So you can't even really enjoy the mechanic. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Graphic wise, I like the graphics. I think I've said that since I first started playing the game. I enjoy the way the game looks. In fact, it's because I enjoy the way the game looks that when it came to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I was thrown off by the painted brush style of the Pokemon. I would have much rather they went with the Sword and Shield Pokemon models. Because they look better to me. They look smoother. Control-wise, really nothing much to complain about. I do wish that only A was confirmation. I don't want to be hitting X and Y or ZR, ZLL, and that confirms my action. Alright, because that really just fucked me over in the champion match. Alright, I was about to send in Crunch. I was thinking about it. But because my cursor was still over my Pokemon, I ended up just hitting ZR and backing out. I'm like, what? Like, can you imagine if instead of me going back to High Dragon, I still had Appleton, and I sent him out to fight Charizard? Like, that would have just been fucking crazy. So, I do wish they locked it to just A. Alright. I really do. As for the open world aspect of the Wild Zone, honestly, I have mixed feelings on this, right? On one side, I love it, right? I love being able to completely roam around in the area and literally almost go anywhere in that area. Alright. From the water to the land to the mountains to the icy regions and all that, right? However, this is too restricting. Alright. In the next game, I don't want nothing like this. I want this, but this. You know what I'm saying? First off, you're going into a canyon. Alright, a divot in the land, a deficit. To where you can roam about and do as you please. However, when you go to the border and the edge, there's cliffs and shit. So you can't get up here. Alright? I want to explore this shit here. This. 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 Literally all of this here. I want to explore. Alright? It's still too fucking narrow for me. Alright, and, side note, I remember people being like, you know, after the grass gym leader, you can basically take on any gym leader you want in any order. Did it. No, you can't. Alright? It's grass, water, fucking fire. You go here, you can't take the dragon gym leader on once you get here. No, you gotta go off this way to take on the fucking fighting gym leader. I think that's what that is. And then you gotta go over here to take on the fairy. Then you gotta come all the way back to go here to take on the ice. You can't just cut straight through here and go take on the dark gym leader. No, you gotta go up here and take on the ice because there's something that blocks your way here. That's gotta change. Sure, the first gym should be mandatory. It should be grass, rock, or normal. That should be the first gym you have to battle. But after that, you have to be able to take on the gyms in any order. Alright? This whole... You just gotta be. And then they do other shit to block you, right? Let's go back here. You try to go over here? They had a Snorlax blocking the way, I believe. And you had to wait for him to wake up so you can go through, right? They shouldn't do that, alright? You should be able to come through here. And not have to go here and start here if you don't want to. Alright? There are many dragon types that have 3 evolutionary lines. You can get baby dragons and put them in here for them to use if you don't have no badges. You know what I'm saying? There's so much potential and hope for this to not be a linear Pokemon experience. But it really was. It really, really was linear. Which almost feels like a step back from Sun and Moon. Because for some reason, I do remember in Sun and Moon being able to do the trials in any way you want. If you got off the path and you just got off the path, nigga. But maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm putting Sun and Moon on like this pedestal because I actually enjoyed Sun and Moon, unlike a lot of niggas. But yeah, this should be the entire map. There should be no areas that we can see on the map that we can't go explore it. Alright, there just shouldn't. This right here, this looks like a mountain. I should be able to go inside this mountain. Alright, and either go down 2 or 3 floors. Or go up 2 or 3 floors. Or go up a floor and then be able to go down a floor. So you can either go down or you can go up. There's 3 floors in this bitch that you can explore. These mines, these caves, I should be able to be like, you know what? I don't want to go this path. I just want to walk around. I just want to cut through here. Go this way. Travel underneath this bridge. Right? If this train station doesn't go, if this train track doesn't travel on land and it's traveling on the bridge, I should be able to go underneath this bridge. Alright. To explore this fucking area. There should be some stairways or something right here to get back on the path. I should be able to explore all of this. Man, all of this should be explorable. Why isn't it? Why is there so much of this goddamn map? All of this shit here that I can't explore. All of this here. There's probably a whole bunch of Pokemon that we haven't seen, haven't experienced, because we can't access this area. Now I know what y'all are really going to say. Well, D.W.G, they didn't put no Pokemon there because you can't access the area. You right. But you need to be able to. Why can't I actually go here? I can come here and look at this, but I can't actually walk on this? That's not real life life. In real life, there would be people who would know a way to get down off the ledge to get over here to look at these up close. And yeah, you might get in trouble with the law and shit. Because you're probably not supposed to be here because look at fuck shit. But you would be able to do it. And that's what I'm talking about. Alright? It's still too limiting. And I feel like they're doing that because Game Freak is afraid of their younger audience getting lost in the game. Or some shit like that. But you know a good way to prevent that? Put some 60s and 70s in these areas. Alright? If you only have level 25, and you step in, you see 60s and 70s fully evolved Pokemon charging you down. Even the wild Pokemon you run into in the grass are 55 to 60. In fact, no. You know what they should do? In areas like this, 70 to 80. The lowest Pokemon you can run to in the grass, wildly, randomly, should be in the 60s. That will prevent you from coming here till late game. Unless you grind up like I do. And you get able to come out here before you even beat the game. It should be an incentive. Just like how you had to level up till you're like in the 30s to 40s to come over here safely. You should be able to level up to the 70s or 80s to come over into all these areas safely. And it would have been such a better experience if they did that. It would have. You can't tell me it wouldn't have. So, the wild area is a nice start. Alright? It's a nice start on how things should be, but it's so little that it's just not enough for me. So I like it. Alright? I want this on an entire map scale. And I really do want it to stop being so goddamn linear. I feel like after the first gym badge, which should be scripted, all the other 8 you can do in any order. And you know what that does? You know what that really does? That gives you replayability. And that is so important. That would extend the lifespan of a Pokemon series game. It would. All the Pokemon you catch this run, you send to the Pokemon home, which now forces players to send to the Pokemon home because they want to see what it would be like to fight Nessa as the final gym leader to get, you know, the 8th badge. So you just want to see what it would be like with her being the last gym leader. How powerful would she be with level 46 and 50 Pokemon? You know what I'm saying? They would. Just like there were people who were still going to go through and re-challenge the gym leaders for the fun of it, just to gain experience on their grind to level 100. Oh, wait, can you do that? Or is it just the... I don't even know, because they don't have an Elite Four or the Final Four. I don't know. Speaking about the Final Four, I am, like I said earlier, I'm very disappointed. Yeah, it was basically you just refighting the 4 most liked fucking gym leaders you already beat. It should have been the gym leaders who didn't get to run in this gym challenge. It should have been the fucking Ghost, Psychic, Bug, Ice. What other gym leaders are there? Bug, Psychic, Ghost, Ice. Poison. It should have been like... There should have been any of them gym leaders that you fought as the 4. You know what I'm saying? Normal. Like, they could have did it anyway. That it would have been good. It would have been just as fine. It would have been perfect. It would have been nice. Alright? And they would have been reusing the same gym leaders and similar teams that you already beat. I would have preferred that, really. To go against Pokemon and trainers who I haven't faced yet. Like, I love Nessa. I love Bay. I fuck with Raihan. I fuck with Pier. Alright? But give me some new faces. And I know I'm ranting. Alright. But as I said, gameplay wise, in terms of Pokemon battles, that's ironclad. It's always good. Besides me wishing they had key shit. As in like buttons, like more locks to where only A agrees to shit. It would be flawless. Graphics. I enjoyed the graphics. Alright, I don't think anyone's gonna complain about how good the graphics look, alright? If the graphics look like shit, go play the Game Boy versions. Go put in fucking Game Boy Advance, Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, Leaf Green, Fire Red. See how that shit plays. See how that shit looks, and tell me this isn't a massive improvement. Hell, fuck that. Just go load in X and Y on your 3DS. And tell me this isn't a much better improvement. Story, great. Villains, sucked. Open worldness isn't really there. Free roam isn't really there. There's just certain things that like I was hoping for that I didn't really get. I didn't want to be locked in to a specific route, right? Like, I didn't want to be stuck to that. Alright, I didn't. Music, fantastic. I enjoyed the music. The only time to me the music was a problem was stuck in Spikemuth. Alright, because I feel like they did Spikemuth's gym leader horrible. How are you supposed to be a whole rock star? But all we hear are riffs and drum beats. But no hums, hymns. Or no chants from the crowd. Like in every other stadium. Like, what? There's just so many things. I wish they did better. With that said, I really enjoyed this game. I loved it, alright? That's part of the reason why I did take my break back in 2019. Because I didn't want to beat it too quick. And even when I came back to beat it, because I beat Mystery Dungeon. Also, that's just the thing about me. When I'm close to beating a game, for some reason, I take a break. I want to put it down because I don't want it to end too soon. That's just how it is about me for some reason. So when I put it down in 2019, because I didn't want it to end too quick, because I was enjoying myself. But that doesn't change the fact that there was just certain things that were a bit unsatisfying. I really do want to be able to explore an entire region map. Alright? I do not like this roads that you have to stick to, that you can't get off of. Alright? I don't like that. And then there's this right here. Where the fuck is this leading to? And why can't I go over here and figure out what this little passage through these mountains is? So, because I did enjoy the game, and my problems / gripes are things I have been saying since the 3DS version, really. Since X and Y, Sun and Moon. Since we started getting on a bigger, wider scale, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Alright, it's an enjoyable game. A good starter Pokemon game for anyone who's never played Pokemon. A good returner Pokemon game for people who played the older versions but then dropped out due to X or Y or Sun and Moon or Black and White. And they want to get a game in before the new remake and Arceus drops. The new Diamond Pearl remakes and Pokemon Arceus drops. Alright. This is a good game. It's a good game for that. Alright. It just is. However, I don't really like Dynamax or Gigantamax. To me, Mega Evolutions has just been the best next step for Pokemon. Alright, it always has. I like the little open area, the wild area. I just wish the wild area was the entire map. Where you could basically go anywhere and everywhere. And not have to stick to no fucking paths. And I really wish it was like that. I want this on a larger scale. The fact that you're kind of soft locked into man, I forgot the word. The fact that you're kind of soft locked into going along this trail, and there really isn't the free roam, be able to do any gym leader you want in any order you want, shit that we thought it was going to be. It's disappointing. The fact that the big bad Chairman Rose is just so forgettable. Alright, honestly, is also just a downside. Like those 3 points. Alright. The fact that you can't do any gym leader the way you want, in any order you want. And the fact that Team Rose as a villain is just very lackluster. Team Rose. Chairman Rose. And that the wild area is just this little small zone here. It's all very disappointing to me. Alright, and those are the 3 reasons why I can't give it a 10 out of 10. It's going to have to be a 7 out of 10. Alright. To me. Now, there are things I agree with. I agree with getting away from HMs, TMs, and all that shit. Well, HM specifically. Because there's no reason we should have an HM slave in the team. I agree with that in Sun and Moon. And it was fucking perfect. And I'm glad they're keeping that track going. Alright. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the gameplay for what it was. The visuals were nice. It was a fun ride. Alright, however, there's just certain shit that it could do better. So it's gonna be a 7 out of 10 for me. Alright, that's just what it's gonna be. Now originally this was all supposed to be the same episode as episode 46. But my Elgato cut out. So if you didn't watch episode 46 all the way to the end, alright, then you really just started this conversation in the middle. Alright. Now I will be doing the DLC. Alright. And I'm gonna name it the Armored DLC or some shit. It's the Tundra. The DLC is gonna be named. It's gonna be part of its own playlist. Alright, because the main story is finished. I will catch my legendary Pokemon on camera though, if I can. The truth is, look at that lighting. You can't see that's not good. Sure. I won't put stream. I don't use stream enough. The Wubs is also perfect. Oh, I didn't say anything about BD. BD was cool. I enjoyed BD's character for what it was. I wish they explained some shit better. Like the fact that BD was an orphan who was taken in by the Rose, or was Rose was like a mentor to him. I wish they explained that more. Alright. I wish maybe they did. But I didn't find that out until I was like looking at the wiki. Yeah, I like Hop, like I said. I feel like with Hop, BD, and Marnie, we got the perfect. The perfect combination of rivals. We got BD, who was an asshole. We got Marnie, who was a tsundere, kind of like May. And we got Hop, who was a sweetheart like Dawn. Or was it May was the sweetheart and Dawn was the tsundere? No, actually, I guess Hop would be more like that blonde nigga whose name I can't remember from from Black and White. I guess that's who he'd be more like. I feel like Mary would be Marnie. Marnie would be the tsundere sweetheart. Combination of May and Dawn with Misty. There's a lot of great memorable characters too. Sonya, Bay. There's a lot of great memorable characters. Nessa. That's a good move. Suicide, but that's a good movie. That was none. No, I'm saying he was nothing. No, fuck. In fact, I'm the professor now. You are? And really, I've got the two of you to thank for that. I was just along for the ride of your adventure, but I ended up taking a real interest in the history of the Galar region. And I came to care for Pokemon even more than I ever had before. Here, it's a book I wrote. I even signed it. That makes it a collector's item. On the day it came out. You were? Yeah, that's what we were doing. You were just about to do that. You forgot entirely, didn't you? Well, you think the two of you are besties now with something? That must be it. Why you felt like you were called here. Let's put the sword and the shield back and say proper thanks for all their help. First up, let's save. We're at 43. Yeah, that was quite a long rant for me. Put the helico in front. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know how they filled the first time. I'm making some noise over this way. What horrible hairdos. Hello, you bought my book? Yes, of course. Read it from cover to cover. Yes, of course. Then I wrote an internet review for it. The book was filled with lies, so we gave it 1 star. What? There's no lies printed in that book. Yeah, that's just plain rude. I'm Swordward. And I'm Shilbert. We're the new kings of Galar. We're descendants of the first king. More than that, we're celebrities. New kings? Descendants? Seriously, what are you on about? What exactly are you two supposed to be? Do these things here be the fabled sword and shield? Well, they must be fake. I fear to touch them with my bare hands. So we took the rusted sword. We're making those. We just returned them. Oh, dude, shut up. Only happened to pick up something that were dropped in the ground. If you have a problem with it, how about you prove to whom they belong, huh? We'll prove who those ancient things belong to. If we could prove it, they're really... Should plead me, yes, so pushy. If it's really important to you, perhaps we should sell this with a battle. Who buy battles for twice what they're worth? What's that even mean? I, the magnificent swordward, am your opponent. Me and you're really nothing. Horrible, horrible hairstyle. I'm not supposed to get a pompadour, really. Yeah, Dragon Claw. Whatever. What's outrage? This is enough faffing about. I suppose it's time to get serious. No, you didn't manage to horn me, so congratulations. How can this be? My Pokemon are weak. They're trash. Just like your hairstyle. You took back the rusted sword. Somehow I've defeated the adorable Pokemon I go strolling with. You're certainly strong. I was victorious. I lost them. Who stopped Eternatus? Oh, I believe it is. What a rude child snatching up our chance at glory like that. According to our sources, I believe he was also present during the destruction of the magnificent Mortal, our ancestor so artfully created many years ago. What a garish brute, destroying the Mortal our family has held in such high esteem for so long. The one that hit the historic ruins of Zacian and the others? Hold up one moment, the Archstar wasn't the one who destroyed it. That's right. And with that, farewell. And recklessly run off. Aren't you calm? I expected as much. I'm surprised that Hop lost to someone like that. It had something to do with it. His own rival became the champion and his goal vanished before his eyes. You can't wonder how he feels about it all. Swordward and Shilbert, was it? I think I might know something about where those two weirdos went. Should we go to the lab and rehearse? Yeah, of course, man. I bet I didn't even need to ask. Thanks. I'll head back to the lab later. Who is children? And why would they choose to wear such horrible, horrible... Yep. Where am I supposed to be going? Where am I supposed to be going? That's the question. Where am I supposed to be going? Alright, that's Hop's place. That's a little glutton. I don't know what they said right there. So, it got you in its sights and did it. Ooh, oblivious. Leon still got some more clout than me. I don't know how. I go to the wrong area? Did I? I maybe did. Hold on, let me see. It's supposed to be here. Here it is. Professor Sonia, you have a visitor. Hey, D, glad you're here. You got an assistant. Spot on, and I've been busy with my research. I decided to bring on some extra help. I've been keeping all the wishing stars that Chimaros have been gathering here in the lab. Things have been a little hectic around here, but my assistant has been handling things in a proper fashion. She's really been helping me keep my things afloat. It's really haven't been with my tongue clean. You're D.W.G, the champion, right? I'm really glad I got to meet you. It's an honor, truly. Come here for a moment, would you? There's something I want you to look at. Yeah. Now look here, man. There's one thing I want to say about Swordward and Shieldward. Alright. They're probably not related to the heroes. And in fact, I'm willing to bet that the heroes did not agree with the royal family. Or if they were members of the royal family, that family has been overthrown by a new family. And that's why so many of the secrets and legends about the past have been covered up, literally. could it be? Exactly. Fellow, the reason the parasite detector you might be able to find those sword and shield weirdos. Oh, follow, not fellow. Sword and shield might claim to be royalty with their weird fancy names, but it's easier. You just call them weirdos, don't you think? Let's get back to topic though. I placed power spot detectors all around gallery, and now it's their time to shine. Power spot detector access activated. Okay. Where is the Alright. I see. Alright, we're ended here. I guess next episode we take on Swordward or Shieldbert. 1, 2. I'm out. Peace. Like, subscribe, comment.